This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, we'll discuss today about the Confluence. So how the Confluence will be helpful. So we'll discuss on this. Okay. So first of all, Confluence also is developed by Atlassian company and which is useful for to store the documentations. So all documentations like in the organizations or personal documentation. So we can store in the Confluence or with a secure. Okay. So this is for okay, so first of all, we can store the documentation. So the documentations, if you store in that Confluence page, you can give that access to many people so that many people can access the template, or we can provide edit permissions to. So some people can edit the that content as well. So if they want change anything. So example, so normal organization, so without Confluence, so how the process will be happen. Suppose we are a three team members. So example one, two. So we have a three team members. So I develop one documentations. Okay. Suppose text dot. Okay. So I prepared one documentation, so which is including all some images, tables, and everything is stored here. So what I did, I shared this content, this file into second person. So in my team, second person I shared. So he received this. So through emails I shared it. Example. So he received it. He downloaded it. Suppose if he needs to do any changes, okay. So he need to create again other one. Like he will create a test one dot doc. Okay, so again we both are like discussed and we created one test one ticket. Again we share with this my manager. Example, the third person is my manager. So when I share this my manager, so manager like ask again one changes. So he did again some changes in his document. So maybe he's created test 2 doc, but when he reverted to me, suppose I have test 1 or test 2 or something. So we have different files here. Suppose once we decided, so we share these documentations to all users. Okay, so I have suppose 2K people I have, so I share with you. But again few days, suppose after 1 month or 2 months, some changes it comes again. So we need to create another file. Then again we need to share with that users. So this case, duplicate files will be create more. So many people cannot work on the single. So if I create the template, it is stored in my laptop only. So like example, like if I have this file, I can share it within my laptop. If you want, I can share this. But if you want to change anything, if you change in your laptop, so that will not affect it to my file. Okay, so because of these two files is different. So these, but organization level, so this is not a correct, like many duplicate file will be created. So we don't know like what is the original file and who are editing this and who are accessing, so which file they're accessing. So this is fully confused. So that's why we have a Confluence and same other tools. So we have SharePoint. So SharePoint as well, same. So we can store the document in this place and we can access, we can give edit or like restriction permission so that the person can do the changes. Okay, so the same we have a Confluence too. Okay, so installation Confluence we'll discuss today. So how to install Confluence, and then I'll show the how we can store the content and how it works in the restrictions level. Okay, so first of all, the all Atlassian tools installation is same. So like Jira, Confluence, so this all tools are same. So just first of all, we need to decide the versions. Example, like I'll enter Jira. Sorry. So where you have Jira, so you have to enter Confluence. That's it. Confluence software download. Confluence server and data center. This is RQ files. So we need a installer one. Mm, mm, it's all clouds. Yeah, so this is the URL. So this latest version is 7.12.4 and long-term support is 7.4.0. So the same if you want older version. So if you click on this older version place, so we can see the list of versions. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now it's 7. Okay, so we can install anything. So it's not required. So we can install anything. So I'll pick it one. So 7.12 I'll pick it. So then if you click on download, and we need to select that our operating system Windows 64-bit, agree and submit. So once it is downloaded, the same we need to verify supported platforms like what Java support and what database we need a database to. So everything should be same. Once that all will be set up is done, so we need to start the installation. But already for Jira purpose, I have a Java and I have a database, but we can go with a H2 database as well for same conference purpose. And Jira as well, I install with H2 only, so we can go with this as well H2. And if you have any database, I can that we can configure while connections. Okay. Okay, so once installation is done, just click on right click it and run as the administrator. Yes. Okay, so here same options will become like express, custom, and upgrade option. Same custom option we need to select, then click on next. Then same program files Atlassian. Before we have a Jira, but now we have folder will be created as a Confluence. So if you want a different folder, click on browse. But this is same installer folder, and the next is a home directory folder. Same. Click on next, and the name will come as a Confluence here. Click on next. Port number, so Confluence default port number is 8090. So if you want to change it, so you can change it from here. If you want to go with default, you can go with this one. So this is interview question, remember. Jira default port number 8080, but Confluence is 8090. Okay, so then click on next. So installer Jira in the services, I'll select yes, then click on install, so that install will be happen. So start Confluence, click on next. Click on finish. Okay, so once installation is completed, you just verify where it is installed. So same place, application data is same. We have Jira earlier, but now the Confluence, which is installation folder. And same in a bin folder, we have a start Confluence, the same options. And we need to stop, start same. And then application data, we have again Confluence. Okay, so like this one folder is this folders is home directory like storage. This is installation folder. So all is installed in the Atlassian. We can install separate and we can install within the same as well, so it's no problem. Okay, and once Jira is like Confluence is started, the first step, the setup will come. Same setup, like if you want to change the language, you can change it from here. But if default language will come as English, the trial installations and production installation. So production means to this is external database we need to configure it. Okay, so my suppose you have a personal database like PostgreSQL, Oracle, we need to click on production install. But suppose you have a trial install, if you don't have any database, we need to install trial. Okay, so then this is related to database only. You can read the help text. Choose these options if you want to try Confluence. We will set up a trial database for you. And but he's choose this option if you want a production instance of Confluence. You will need to Confluence license and external database. Okay, so we don't have any external database. We are not installed. So just go with this. Then click on next. Okay, then enter the licenses. So the like options will come different. Like first Jira will come like setup type, then database connections, or next like user licenses, then after user license that application property setup, and like step by the user account creation like this. But here license first will come, next that will come. So just remember this step when you are doing. So which topic is coming next, you can note it this. Okay, so license is data center. Here we need to choose not yet install. Then click on generate license. Click on yes. Click on next. So standalone cluster. Cluster means like two. Suppose if you have two Jira in two Confluences, we need to select cluster. So if you select the cluster, so the cluster details will ask. Suppose if you want only standalone, it's a single one. So I'll go with a single one. Then click on next. So then here, so database again. Why database is asking again here? Hmm. Should be install trial license. Happen. No option there. Which is not empty database. Postgres. Successfully connection. Then click on next. But I think it is not empty database, so that's the problem will come. Yeah. So Confluence override the existing data. So like I have a database installed before, but that is not empty. So Jira purpose I use this PostgreSQL. So that's why it is when I connect it, so it is showing this error. But I'll click on Confluence and override existing data. So existing data will be override it, and this data will be stored. But here should become H2 database. We are selected trial version only. So what happened I don't know, but H2 should come. So if H2 not come, so you can install the database and connect it with that.
This
So
conference
guys,
will now be recorded.
I connected with the database, then the database is restored, but empty database it directly will connect, so that restore that option will come. It will not come. So next this load content option will become. So we have empty site or suppose example site or empty site or restore from backup. Suppose if you have any other Confluence data, we can restore from here. Empty site we can like empty site will come, and example site means some content will be created for examples. Okay, I'll go with empty site, and if you want you can go with some example site as well, so some data will be created. Okay, so click on empty site. So here two options we have: manage users and group from the within the Confluence and connect with a Jira. So when I click on connect with Jira, from Jira, if the all users list will come to the place main. So admin. So in Jira, if suppose I have 5 users, 6 users, groups, all will come to here. But I'll click on within manage now. So later I'll tell you how to connect it. Okay. So then first click on manage group within a Confluence. Yeah. So next, when you click on within Confluence option, so then the next option will become this name. So just enter name, same. I'll enter administrator, email, admin@gmail.com, password, admin, admin. Click on next. Okay, next we have like start your Confluence and happy collaborate and click on start. You know. So just enter some like test mobile apps or example space or anything. So I'll just enter that mobile app space. So first of all, this place we have two things. One is a space and pages. Okay. So if I open this, I'm in the top, you can see Confluence, next spaces, peoples, calendars, like analytics and create option. So I'll just skip tutorial and close it. Okay, so first this is my main page. Okay, so I can see all my updates here and my popular spaces here, and recently worked on and recently visited and shared for later, and this is my spaces. Okay, so which space I created so that I can see it here, and the right side I can see invite user so that I can invite user. Only Confluence admin can see this and create a space. So new space I can create from here. So if you click on space, so I can see space directory. Okay, and create a space. So I can create a new space as well, but this is the directories. Okay, so mobile app, like all how we can see all project in Jira. So we have that view all projects, right? So how that works, like like all project list will come the same type we have here, the directory and site spaces, all spaces and personal spaces, my spaces and archive spaces. Same like here how we have in a projects like view all projects, and then we have business software. We have a different the same type we have here view. Okay, and if you click on create a new space, so we can create a space here. Okay, so first of all, what is the space? So space hmm, can I tell space can store all pages. Okay, so pages store the content. Okay, it means in a single space we can create a multiple pages. So like it is a project type. So how we have project in the project, so we can create a multiple pages. Okay, example like I have a one project called I'm going to develop one mobile app. So this is a space. In the mobile apps I have Android or else I have iOS. So that I can create a page. So I can give access to iOS team, Android team. So that. So first I'll open this mobile app space. So this is my default space as a main page. Okay, and here we have this is default goals, create teams, quick links. It will come. So we can edit this if we want. Like if you click on edit option, so instead of this image, and we can put it a different image and content and everything. We can change it from here, and we can change it when we can update it, and so that our team pictures or teams links or anything, so we can add it. Okay, the next step we have here save for later, so that we can like access from like laters. And suppose if you go with this main Confluence page, we have save for later. So save for later option, so if you click on it, so no save for later, but if I save this later, so that will go there. Okay, so save for later. Now if I click on it, refresh. See, mobile apps will come. Okay, so this is that, and watch. So we can always watch this page so that we'll get the alerts if any changes will be happen. So we can share this to some other persons or other teams persons to access it. Okay, and main like here, yeah, okay, so this is my mobile app space. Okay, so in this space I can create a multiple pages. Example, if I click on create button, in the top I have create. If I create it, so if you click on directly that, so the page title, it will ask and we can enter the space content here. But at the same time, so if you see the after create button, we have three dots. If you click on these, so the type of pages will come like blank page or blog spot, and you have a calendar, a decision. So we have a different types, so that some content will be already stored if you selected a different, like calendars, all dates will come, decisions, so we have some tables, diagrams, we have different, so we can manage this. And if you want blank, and we can select the blank. Okay, so same will be open, but when you click on create, by default the blank will be open. So example, I selected iOS, and after iOS, just title in the top, then what content you need to enter, that you can enter the content. Okay, suppose I'll enter this content. Okay, and this place, we can do many things, like we can add a table, like we can create a bolts, or we can these like italic format, or these, or colors. If you want to change the colors, we can change the colors too. And we have a checkbox if you want any these two. Suppose if you want check, like I'll write it out, sample code. But if you want to put it this, so sample code, it will come like this, so we can check uncheck, like it will come. So this is page left side, right side, we can, and these like left side, right side, so this we can. And we have a page layouts. Okay, so we can put it these for only particular layout place. Okay, we can separate it, example. Okay, and next we have images also, we can add it. Suppose you can attach from the web, and we can images from the web. This, so attach means I can upload the file, so I can select it, the if you have any pictures that, so we can attach it here. Okay, insert, so we can put it less small, this, that. Second. And so next, we can do like a small the size directory we have here, and original, borders, links, properties. Suppose in these pictures, if you want to put it any links, we can put it here like that. And suppose if you want to attach any link directly, so we can put it the link here. So insert the link, so we can insert the link so that the link will come there. And we have a tables creation, so we the tables will be added. Okay, so and also we have place button, we can files and image links, markup language also we can add it, and horizontal lines will come. Okay, and we have like task list, like checkbox will come, and dates. So if you want to enter any dates here, so we can click on normally. So if you enter like double slash, so the date will come directly. Okay, but if you want to, suppose if you don't know, so we can click on this date, so that date formats we can select it, suppose dates. Okay, and we can select the images, like insert images, we can do these. And so we can user mention, suppose we can mention some users, and we can pull the report Jira, like content we can pull it push, but like we can pull it from Jira to Confluence. And info, statuses, and gallery, if we can add the gallery, tables and content, so we can do many things. So with help of this, we can develop same how our docs like MS Word will work, the same way it will work this. So if you click on publish, so this folder will be saved it. So we can, so normally Jira admins will not create this content. Suppose they will create spaces, they can create everything, they'll do it. Okay, but just I'm showing here so how it works. Okay, but this space creation is not Jira administrator work. Everyone can create their own spaces, own pages. Okay, but if they want any help and if they're not able to find something, so we can help them. And the same way I can create it again. So space is mobile apps, created blank page, click on create. So same content, if you want anything, so you can enter the content. Okay, I'll publish it. And okay, so this is created in iOS. Below iOS it is created, like example, like we can create like pages within the page as well. Suppose if you have iOS, in that you have a different tool, so we can do that. So how it is happen example, so I'll tell you. I'll delete this, or I think more friend will work. iOS mobile apps. Oh, again one space is created. Oh my god, two is deleted. Okay, so next, when you're planning to create another, suppose if you want to create, if you're looking to create anything within this iOS, you should be in this page. So okay, now I'm in the iOS page, right? So if I click on create anything, so that will create under iOS. But if you want to create this in mobile apps, like in a different place, so you should be these mobile apps. So then if you create now, already exists. See, in a mobile apps, I have Android and iOS. So if I click on iOS, iOS will be open. If I click on Android, so Android will be open. But if you want to create anything under iOS, okay, so you should be in the iOS now. Okay, so once you are in the iOS, then click on create now. If you create anything, suppose I'll create a calendar now. Oh, this is calendar will come different. And example, if I take it a decision one, decided, approved. See guys, see, this is the decision logs and decision log. So we have iOS. In the iOS, so I have this content. In iOS, we have a child trees, that is a Jira Pro. So this is the decisions one. Status decided, stakeholders, outcome, date, owner. So some table is created. That's it. Okay, so Android is Android only. So if you want to create anything under Android, so you should be first you need to open Android, so then you need to create it. And main thing here, so when you are in the mobile, so first of all, complete in a Android and iOS, this also have complete of like example, uh 10 people are working. Okay, so in the 10, I have like suppose I'll enter here. Mobile apps total is a 10 members. Next, iOS is 5 peoples, Android is 5 peoples. Okay, so suppose if 10 peoples is logged in, the 5 people should be access iOS and only 5 people should be access Android. Okay, but 10 people should be access mobile apps. So example, how this restriction will be work here. First, you are in the mobile. We have this lock symbol after page. If you click on this lock symbol, so this restriction page will be open. So other one, so we have here restrictions too. If you click on right side tree, like attachments, what you have like page history restriction. If you click on restriction, the same page will be open. Okay, so first of all, I'll create one user. If you click on admin console, we have seen this user management. The users, list of users, add user. So we have added it here. So I'll take it right, right. Username is small. I'll take it. Okay, so just have added. Okay, so if I click on mobile apps now, this is mobile. I'm in a mobile apps now. If I click on this page, no restrictions. So if I click on no restriction means, see, everyone can view and edit. Okay, so this is, and if I selected edit restrictions, what it will happen, everyone can view but only administrator edit. So this means if I apply this, now everyone can view it but only owner can edit it. Owner is administrators and owner only can like edit this one. Okay, so remaining peoples everyone can access it only. So I'll just log it from here, localhost 090. So if I click on spaces, space directory and mobile apps. So if I click on mobile apps and this I'm able to access it. Okay, so this I'm able to access, but edit option is not coming. See, but I can see edit. So because I put it restrictions here that everyone can edit, only administrator can edit and everyone can view it. So next option we have viewing and edit permission. So everyone no access, only administrator only can view and edit. So we have two levels restrictions here. So if I refresh it, I cannot see this. But if I add a permissions, I can add it. So I can enter the username here, right? So the person want only view permissions, it can view it only. If I provide view and edit permissions, then add, click on apply, so the person can view and edit now. Okay, see, view and he can view it and he can edit it as well. So we have here three level permission, no restriction, any space, no restriction, and then edit restriction. So you can put it, everyone can view but only these people. But if you want view restrictions and edit restrictions too, which person you need to see and which person you need to, so that we need to. So example, these 10 peoples, we need to add it this place first. Okay, so then click on, so all people can access it. Okay, so once it is like access it, so again, so have some extra permission here on right, again page permission. So if I click on it, no restrictions, edit and view restrictions. So if I click on edit and view restrictions, click on apply, and these two restrictions apply. So now If I refresh it this place, see, you can see only decision block. So I have not restricted this, only decision block, you can see it. But other than decision blocks, Android iOS is not able to see. So because I have not provided access. But example, this red person is related to iOS. So I'll provide only iOS once. So example, I'll enter red, can view, apply. Okay, now if I refresh it, so in iOS, Jira. But in these levels, we have also permission. Suppose Jira Pro. Okay, so if you want to provide only Jira Pro, click on Jira Pro. So we have logs here. So you can provide it here. Like step by step will come. So if you don't want to provide complete iOS, and in that only Jira Pro as well we can provide, like step by step. But example, how it works means, suppose I got requirement example, mobile apps. I'll restrict it completely this. I'll remove from red. So I'll apply it. Then I will provide iOS. So iOS click on. So I'll provide it to red. But I'll see whether the person can access now or not. See now, this case they'll give the they'll like contact administrators. They'll tell like, so I have a one user. I provided user to my page permission. Okay, but still is not able to access my page. Could you please help me on that? That the user, this page is under mobile app. First of all, that user should have access to this mobile app, then only the person can able to access this. And without this space permission, the user cannot able to access pages. So first of all, how many people are complete in a pages, that all people should be a mobile app first. So that's why I'll enter here. If mobile app 10 people is working, so we need to provide space permission to 10 people, then we need to add it here, so then only they can access it. So if you are not provided, so example, like we have main gate T, main I have a gate and I have a O. So if you have gate key only, the person can enter and he can enter the home. But without a gate key, so if you provide room keys or something, so the person cannot able to like enter into the home, right? So first main key should be, so the main key is space. So once the person is having space, like space permission only, then we need to provide these permissions. If you provide it here, it is not useful. Okay, so this is that. So this is also interview questions too. Okay, and so this is how we can create a pages and how restrictions will be work here. Okay, so next, suppose I'll open one Android. I want here some content. So I want to sync with this data or everything. So we'll see how data will be synced with Jira and these. So I will link it now, Jira and Confluence. So if I click on localhost, okay, so this is the application links and how we can integrate it with Jira and other tools. If you click on admin console application, so we have application links. And the same below what we have DVCS account. DVCS account means which is a Bitbucket, Bamboo, we can integrate it from here. You click on DVCS account. So from DVCS account, and we can link Jira with some Bitbucket, Bamboo, so that source codes. So if you click on link an account, so Bitbucket Cloud, Git Enterprise. So this is the version control tools. So we can integrate it these. And if you click on Bamboo, so we have a Bamboo tool, directly options we have, and Fisheye Perform. So this is all tools. So respective tools integration will become same, but which is not in this list, all will come from the application links only. Okay, so just enter the URL, and what URL we need to enter? Confluence URL I need to enter. I'm in the Jira now, and click on create a link. Once you create the application URL 8090, then click on continue. And the server has the same set of user and username. So I created two users same. Jira user is admin, that is also admin only. So, and also I'm administrator on the both instance. When you click on this, the same username and password will be work. Then click on continue. Enter this username and password. create link, continue. So you are being redirected to Confluence. So now the Confluence is open. But to open the Confluence, I need to enter username and password. So I enter. So this Confluence is open now. So but redirection automatically this page will be open. If you click on continue, so this it will continue. And now you are redirecting to the Jira. So Jira username and password we need to enter. Just nothing. You need to click on yes and enter username and password so that it will connect it directly. Guys, see now the Confluence 7.12.0 connected. If I click on here, so if I click on edit, so two like incoming, outgoing, like Jira to Confluence and Confluence to Jira. So two options will be up there. But where the Confluence option? So if you click on these and general configurations, where it is application links, yeah, application links. So if I click on application link, see, so Jira as well connected from Confluence to this. So this Jira 8.18.1 connected. So now my Jira and Confluence is connected, the syncing is happen. But once the syncing is started, what is the use? So if I go to NH apps, suppose I have content. Suppose I have one content here. Example, this one line. I'll selected this. I want to create this as a Jira ticket. Okay. Before I can, if you selected any content here, we can see two options. One is a add inline comment. So if I click on it, so I can add some content. Okay. Please review. So I can this we can assign to someone. So that highlighting. So when we move cursor to here, so that band will be come. So that is the highlighting. But suppose another one have suppose this. If I click on it, so it will open this. Okay. The next one, suppose I have this content I selected. Next, the Jira symbol will come. If I click on Jira, the Jira page will be open directly here. Okay, select the project. So resource management, it will create as a task, and suppose this all will come as a summary only. Resource management and that. Created. So now what will happen from when the syncing is happening, the data will be synced from Jira to Confluence so that if a Jira one link, show me. So this is 24th ticket. Okay. So the 24th ticket is created in my Jira. And if you see the page after this, one Jira link is happening. And the next, if I see after this content, the Jira ticket I can see. And if I open Jira now and local state these projects, resource management. So 24th I have last. Yeah. So if I click on 24th, the same. So what I've seen there, I'm going this. See, this is need to move all backup space in the plugin dot. So this is what I enter. And if you see below, you can see issue links mentioned in Android 1. So Android 1, this is the URL. So if I click on open this, so that conference page will be open. And if I click on here, the Jira ticket will be open. So this is the URLs. So if I click on this, see, if I click on it, so it will ask username and password. So Jira that will be open. If I click on write, so same on write will be open. Okay, so this page will be open. Same like if you click on there and hit, that page will be open. And this ID as well. Suppose if I change this to in progress, so now this is in progress. So if I see here, if I refresh this page, see getting in progress. So if I click on done, so it will move to done. So the data will be syncing like this. And next one we have a most important one, suppose related to one. If I click on create button now, so create, so have directly one options here, Jira reports. So if I click on Jira reports, click on next, a change log and status reports, and about Jira report. So if I click on about Jira reports, so something I can learn it from Jira reports how it works that. And next, if you click on this, create a report within the list of Jira issues from a project release specific query. Create a report chart communicated based on the status. If I click on change log something, next, the project it will ask, project resource management. So if you have any version, if you want to switch the advanced instead of project res, and you can select it anything, like if you want only particular issues that, and title resource management, click on create. So that this like it will create it, see a date August 2022, issues 24 issues, and we'll see this is complete is a, suppose is a default ones, and see here, so have total date August 12, 2021, issues 24. So summary and important releases I don't have, but this is the issues you can see 24, 23, 20. So that all issues I can see in the below. And if you want to edit these two, click on edit, and we can add instead of these if you want any differences it. If you click on it, edit, view in Jira, remove. So click on edit. See, I have here project is RES. I create a new issue and recent review chart. Display options we have here. So if you click on display option, so I want key, summary, issue type. I don't want created or updated. I don't want due date, assignee, priority status, resolution. Okay. And table or total issue count you need, and single issue. So tables I need maximum 20. So it will come insert, update. So that, and which field I want, so that only I can see it here. See, this is okay. So this is the total issues. So this is Jira reports and resource management. This is the reports will come, and reports we can create it a different way as well. Like we can create it some space, and in that we can attach here. So Jira issues and filter. So I can write it filter here, and issue created, and create new issue. Like that way we can create a issue here. Issue type we can select task. So the fields I can enter here. Recently viewed. So like that. So search, we can search it like so this is the ticket. And display options, we can select the display option and we can create it here what you want. And Jira charts we have here. Review. Okay, so this is a pie chart, and suppose filter one you want, you can create a filter one. So based on the issue type, or based on the sprint, team, or projects, creators, so what you want exactly, so that we can select it here and we can create it that. Okay. So this is not our work exactly, but we need to know like how it works. So what is the space? A space can contains many of the pages, and like group of the pages we can collect it as a space, and in the page we can put it some content, any type of content we can put it, and we can do that. And the space levels we can put it like view and edit permissions, and we can restrict page levels as well, view and edit permissions. Okay. And these, suppose if you are in the like in the space or page, we have a space tool option. If you click on suppose any page, so we have a space tool options like anywhere. So if you click on these, 1 second guys. Okay, so if you click on space tool, so this is, so we have some overview here like space name, key, and home page created. So these, and delete space, if you click on space will be deleted, and permission. So this is the permissions level and Confluence administrator what they can do like of this. First of all, we have here three levels of permission. One is the user permissions and group permissions and anonymous permissions. Individual user C. See here, suppose if you have any group, that all group will come here. And next, if you have any user, that all user will come here. Anonymous, we have anonymous here. So what is this three permission? Like create, edit permissions or view permission, these all we can maintain three levels. One is user level, group level, anonymous. So anonymous means who don't have account in this site. Like they are not like part of this Confluence, but if I provide this space URL, what they need to access, that what they need to do is, so that is we are mentioned here. Okay, but groups, what groups can do it, like they can create a add pages. This is a space permission so that they can view all like their own spaces, delete own, or pages they can add and delete, blocks they can add delete, attachment they can add delete, and comments add delete, restriction add delete, space export, and admins this. And we have users can do this also. I'm the owner of this, so I'm doing this all here. And edit permission, so if you want to edit, suppose one person don't want anything, so we can click on edit permissions and we can restrict the permissions, and if the person is don't want anything, red persons add, and red person what you want, so you can add the page. You don't want to add the, only add the space and add the attachments and comments. That's it, then click on save all. So this page, and if you want to this page, if you want to restricted a group levels or restricted user levels, we can do this. Suppose one person is asked like, I'm not able to add the attachment in this page, could you please let me know? So we can add attachment, we cannot delete attachment, we can provide it based on here. Okay, view edit permissions is the front end, but back end, suppose if you want to add any content in the pages or spaces, so that we can achieve from here. Okay, so this is the permissions we can. And next thing, so we'll discuss about Jira user management. Will come on user management. So I told you before, like we know like how to create a users group, like how to create a user. So have four users here. If I click on groups here, so have four groups here by default. Okay, but I told you like we'll discuss about the user directory, but as of now I have internal directory. If I click on add directory, so we can, some organization they have some act user directories. So if you've selected that, so all user will automatically sync from that other LDAP to Jira. So, but we don't have any LDAP. So that what we'll do here. So we have a two tools. So have Jira and Confluence. So that what I'll do, these Jira users, I will connect it with this Confluence. So all users, how it sync with the Jira and Confluence. So we'll discuss. So that case you can know like how this user directory will work. Okay. So I'll go with these user directories in Confluence. So we have a list of users and add users or invite users, user sign up. And if you want to see show all users, if I click on, I have a two users now in the Confluence. One is a like administrator and Fred, two-person. So if you want to add any users, add it. User sign up option and sync from directory. So from directory, so which persons are syncing or not syncing, we have. So same we have groups creation. So this we have. You can see here we have user directories is, user directories. If I click on this, same as of now in the Confluence we have internally, but add directory, click on, so we have this, but we have one extra options here, Atlassian Jira. But in the Jira, we don't have any Atlassian Confluence, so we cannot pull it from Confluence. So we have Atlassian Jira only. So if you have any other Jira, we can. So Jira, we can put it from like source. So example, like I have LDAP to Jira and Jira to Confluence. We can manage this, or else from directly LDAP to Confluence as well. We can do it. Okay. Okay. So LDAP to Jira. That case we need in a Jira, so we need to enter a proper LDAP details from all details from LDAP to Jira will be synced. So we have a pull option, not push option. Okay, so pull option means, so we need to configure everything from the destination. So LDAP to Jira means Jira is the destination. That case we need to in a destination Jira. But now I'm planning to Jira to Confluence. Now I should be in the Confluence. So from Confluence I can pull the users. Okay, so I'm in the Confluence now. If I click on add directory, Atlassian Jira, click on next. So I have to enter this valid details of Jira. Okay, so what is the URL, that everything. But before that, so we have here one thing we need to do it here. So our above user directory, we have your Jira user server. Click on this, add application. So just enter any username and password. I'll enter test and password also test. Test I enter a save. So I'll tell you what is this. Just this user purpose, we are created one security token style. So that we need to enter here. So example, so Jira server, what is the server URL? So mine is 8080. Then application name. So this application name, I need to enter this one. So which I have created now. So this is the applications. Okay. So this application name test. What is application password? Same test. Timeout, no need to enter are these my connections, no need. Like proxy host, host is localhost. Like normal in organization level we need to enter that Jira IP address, port number 8080, username my Jira username, password my Jira password. And read and write, we have read only. Read and write means we can modify Jira user from Confluence. So this is not secure, so read only I'll put it. So then every time the user is logged in, never a newly added users only. So I'll select this minute, 60 minutes will be syncing will be happen. So every time syncing it is not correct. So that some when syncing is happen, so sometimes it will work slow. So 60 minutes is minimum. So that we can save and test option is not coming. Why? Test setting. Yeah. So we need to test it the settings. Yeah. Test connection is successful. Then save and test. Yes. Okay. Now I connected a Jira, a Confluence with Jira to pull the users. So before I have only two user, right? So is this is never sync, but when it will be sync after 60 minutes. Okay, and we can disable it and edit our test, and we can syncing it. If you click on syncing, so that syncing will be up in Jira and Confluence. Now, if I go to my user list in a Confluence users, see how many users I have now. Administrator Charlie, Raju, Red, Kumar. So administrator both places is same. So apart from this, Charlie, Raj, and this Kumar, it will this syncing from this place. See these three users. And groups as well. I have two groups: Dev group, Jira user, this administrator. All right. So if I click on groups, see these group peoples. So what I'll do, suppose this you can think as a LDAP. So Jira to Confluence. Suppose any user added in the Jira. Okay. So that user will come to Confluence. Same LDAP to Jira, how it happens. Suppose any new person join in the organization, HRs enter their details into LDAP. So that automatically that user detail will come to into the Jira. Okay. So same, I will try to add users into Jira, then it will sync to Confluence. So we'll see where is this is Jira, and I'll click on users. invite user. Oh, sorry, create user. Create user. Kumar at the rate of gmail.com. Full name Kumar. Password admin. So Jira software group. Then click on add user. Okay. So next I'll create one group. Also, this group name is, suppose I'll put it OCM-test add group. So in that group, I will add a Kumar and other persons too. You'll see. I'll select admin and Kumar, then select add selected groups. Okay. So if I go to this place, that user should be come into the Confluence too. Now I added this Kumar I added in the Jira. These two groups I added. So that the user should be synced to here. So normally in a 60 minutes the user syncing will be happen. So this is syncing before, but I'm syncing this manually because if you put it every minute, so every minute is syncing is happen, it will work slow. So that's why I'll put it manually syncing this, but every 60 minutes this will be happen. So what we are selected here in the down, see, syncing interval minute 60 minutes. So if you change this to 1 minute, within 1 minute it will work. But so I'm syncing this manually, but organization level in the 60 minutes it will automatically syncing, so we no need to do it. So if I click on users now, see Kumar account is created here, and groups as well. If you go to the groups, see OCM test group. If I click on this group, see Kumar is there here. Administrator also should be there. So I'm the administrator, maybe that's the reason. I think this because of the administrator, I think. So normally, so if you added groups, if you create the user group, if you added the persons into any other group, so that all user will be synced to Confluence automatically. So this I show you like Jira to Confluence, but LDAP to Jira as well, the same process. So this case, we need to like in the user directory, I mean the Jira. So I need to select add directory, Microsoft Active Directory example. So I need to enter Microsoft Active details, like what is host name, username, and password based here. These all details will get it from the LDAP so that we can enter. And now in the Confluence, so Confluence, how Jira details I have, so same type, these all details we should mandate to enter here. Then if you click on quick test, save it so that all user will be synced to Jira. Suppose any user is joining the organization, the person will come to Jira directly. So we no need to create manual in Jira. So this is user directory, how it will syncing. Okay. So guys, this is Jira and Confluence and how it works that. And the same general config in a Confluence, we have very less options like backups, mail servers, that everything is same. So this is documentation. So it is more on look and feel levels we have. Find new apps in the Confluence as well. So we have add-ons installations and manage apps, users, application links. So we have almost same of what we have here, what we have in a system. So that all we have here, and most of the work will not receive it, but because of once we set up it, they can create their spaces, pages, they can manage it, that only the user licenses, user permission, so we can do it, that's it. Okay, so you just see these page layouts, page logos, these are different themes. So this is very small options we have here, and you just look into that, it is almost same to like Jira only. And but this is overview of how Confluence will be work and how the application link and syncing will be happen, and how the user directory will be happen. Okay, so this is complete overview, and I'll send you these documentations, this video, and you can practice the same. Okay.